Business expansion is one of the most important elements of economic development, and the Volusia County Business Incubator, powered by the University of Central Florida's Business Incubation Program, plays a major role with helping young businesses grow. Hi, I'm Joanne Magley, the Community Information Director for Volusia County Government, and I am joined today with my guest, Connie Bernal, the Site Manager for the Volusia County Business Incubator, powered by UCF. Hi, Connie.
Hi, Joanne.
Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So let's get started on some background information. Tell us what the Business Incubator is and the reason behind the incubator.
Mm-hmm. The Volusia County Business Incubator is a place for startup companies to grow and be successful. And the idea of the incubation program is just to foster and nurture these businesses so they can grow and be here, hiring people, selling, bringing new money into the county, and with that we will generate economic growth.
And how long have we had the Business Incubator program here in Volusia County?
So this is going to be 7 years and a half, and in July next year is going to be 8 years already. So 8 years of working hard with entrepreneurs, students, and founders, inventors.
And it's worth noting that the Volusia County Council has supported the Business Incubation Program. $250,000 a year is given to this program, and that helps support your operating costs for the services that you provide.
Yes, so we're very grateful with Volusia County Economic Development, Volusia County Council for supporting this initiative. Yes, you're right, this is 100% funded by the Volusia County. They hired UCF to manage the program, and UCF hired me and our office manager, and we are there managing the operation. So she does the facility administrator stuff, and I do all the business consultation, all the business growth, the companies, recurring, making sure everybody is kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing, following the process, and that's what I do there.
So give us a little background with UCF, because they are really well known for their business incubation program. And I know that our Volusia County Business Incubator is one of the best performing incubators.
Yes, it is. And actually, to be part of the UCF name is huge. Not only because this is one of the most largest schools in the United States. So we belong to the Office of Research and Commercialization. We have had almost $150 million in government funding for all those research process and programs. And we, UCF research part, we have like 950 patents and 34 license agreements. So with that, you can see that we are surrounded by a lot of experience, a lot of researchers, a lot of business development, a lot of initiatives that support companies and research studies. So that's what is good to be part of the UCF Business Incubation Program.
So you mentioned that this program basically helps startup companies. So talk about the clients that you have right now in the Business Incubator, and maybe some clients that you have had in the past.
Okay, so we have had so far maybe 84 companies going through the process. We currently have 13 companies that are growing. We have a diverse group of startups from technology to service companies, We have aerospace, we have biomechanics, we have a large amount of companies doing very disruptive technologies. So, and also we have a couple of service companies.
So, give us some examples of companies that have graduated from the incubator and then continued to have success after they've left your organization.
So we have a lot of graduates that are now growing their operation, and also they're starting other companies. So they graduate and then they come back with other initiatives. We have in Edgewater 2 companies that just in 5 miles in Edgewater, they employ more than 60 people. And those are 2 service companies. One is doing first response, and then the other one is doing electricity services. Now, in the incubator right now, we have companies that are growing like in terms of job creation, and those companies are going to be soon ready to graduate. For instance, we have one service company is called Plan Life Care. They do in-home service for the elderly population. This company started a year and a half ago, and after this time, they have employed 40 people.
Wow!
So this company has won 2 awards: the best company to work and the best company to hire to take care of their senior population. So, and that's an example of service companies. And then another example of a technology company is a company that has been with us almost 2 years. They're a group of engineers, and they're doing a little cargo airplane, and they're also doing some business consultation related to technology. And they employ 10 people that are based in the incubator. So it's very diverse. You know, the graduates doing service, then we have technologies growing in the incubator, and other services companies growing at the incubator.
So what does it take to be a client of the incubator? Because it's not just somebody that has a great idea. You have to actually have somewhat of a business plan in place. So talk about how you interview potential clients, and then what it takes for them to actually be accepted.
So one important thing that we want to see is that we don't incubate ideas, we incubate companies. They have to have a company. And of course, they have a plan. They don't have to have a business plan to be there, because we help them with that. But what we are looking for is companies that can scale, because we get paid by the county, but we need to show the return in terms of job creation, capital formation, number of events. So that's why we need to look into these companies. So they have to create jobs, they have to be sustainable, and they have to grow. So when they come to my office and I interview them, I start asking questions about their startup. I do some research about the industry, and I see if the industry is growing. Then we can make some plans for them to grow. And then we do a lot of research. And then once in the incubator, they go to a class. It's 9 sessions in Orlando, and they learn all about business growth. And then we develop the strategy, we develop their business model, and then we have an action plan, and they have to follow the action plan. Actually, many people think the Volusia County Business Incubator is a building, and actually it's a process. You know, when you are in the incubator, yes, you're in a building full of like-minded people, but when you have your company, you have to follow the process. Now, if you don't follow the process, then we just need to talk. Right. And if they don't, you know, if they don't, well, we want them to listen what we have to say. Not that they have to do what we say, but at least to listen. So if they don't, we have to tell them like it's not a good idea for us to help them.
And that really goes back to the proven success that UCF incubation program has with the research and the patents and the knowledge of the businesses. So you're bringing all that to those clients. But in addition to the services that you provide and the mentoring, there's a big value in being connected to, like you said, those like-minded people that are also in the Business Incubator program for Volusia County.
Yes, so connectivity is one of our fortes. Actually, one of the things that set us apart is the connections we have, not only here in Volusia County, but whole Central Florida. So for instance, if one of my clients need an attorney that knows about how to defend a small business innovation research contract or grant, then we have to find specialized attorneys. If we don't have them here in Volusia County, then we need to start kind of looking for that specialty. Sometimes they're in Tampa or in Gainesville because these are a group of researchers there, and then I make a phone call, and then we have the expert. And then they help the companies that we have to grow. And once they kind of solve the issues, they continue growing. Because that's the thing. When you're starting a company, there is going to be a lot of things that might kill your venture. So, and then we're here to kind of help them to overcome those challenges.
All right, well, we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll continue talking about the Volusia County Business Incubation Program.
Volusia.org is your online county government resource. View the County Council agenda and meeting calendar, as well as review past meeting minutes and archived video and audio. Save time and bypass the lines by going online to register your car or boat, pay a bill, and much more. Plus, you can use the site to discover activities, workshops, and ways to become involved with your community. Volusia.org is your portal to everything Volusia County.
Hi, I'm Josh Wagner.
And I'm Billy Wheeler. During the planning stages of the Tomstead Veteran Memorial Bridge, people voiced their desire to have a Veterans Memorial Plaza on the northwest side of the bridge.
The Veterans Memorial Plaza will create a special place in our community for people to reflect and connect with our fallen heroes.
The proposed concept for the new Veterans Memorial Plaza is estimated to be a $1.2 million endeavor.
Your donation will help us create a special place in our community in which we can honor Volusia County veterans from all military branches and military conflicts. To help fund our Veterans Memorial Plaza, visit veteransmemorialbridge.com or call Volusia County Accounting at 386-736-5933.
We appreciate your support to create this lasting memorial for those who have served and continue to serve our country.
Stay connected with the latest Volusia County news, events, and updates on our social media channels. Like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Catch up with previous stories on YouTube, or just head over to our website, volusia.org.
We're back, and we are joined in the studio with Connie Bernal. She is the site manager for the Volusia County Business Incubator, not sponsored, but powered by UCF. So Connie, talk a little bit about partnerships. You are involved in a lot of partnerships with the incubation program that we have at Volusia County, including the Cairns Foundation Innovation Challenge. This is basically a business pitch by mostly college students, but there's real cash prizes involved, and for the first place winner, they actually get a year with the Volusia County Business Incubator. So how did you get involved in the Innovation Challenge?
Thanks for asking this question. I love the question because it kind of makes me think about all the things we have done besides helping startups. So 6 years ago, we were in a board meeting, and one of the board members, Dr. Jim Kerrs, was saying, okay, Connie, I want to help you more because, I want to give back to the community. So we start talking after the board meeting, and then he asked me, what are some of your challenges? And I said, well, one of my challenges is that I want to be able to align all the universities to be a team. So my challenge was that I was UCF. And when I went to other universities like Dayton State, Embry-Riddle State, so they don't, you're UCF, we don't want you here. So and I said, look, I'm Volusia County. It's all about our economy, it's all about our county. So I explained this to Dr. Kearns, and then Dr. Kearns said, how about we do an innovation challenge? And I was like, oh, I like it. So, and then he said, you plan everything, and then we're gonna just work with the Kearns Foundation. And little by little, he was mentoring me how to do an innovation challenge, because he's very involved on one of the challenges in California. So we were kind of saying, we're gonna do this once a year, we're gonna make the students compete, we're gonna talk with the professors, the faculty members, and they're gonna bring the kids like they're going to the NFL. So it was nice. So then they said, we need to do something to bring them. So he said, well, I'm gonna put $10,000 cash prize. And I said, well, I'm gonna put like a 1 year the Volusia County Business Incubator. And that's how we start. So we start the first innovation challenge was at the Volusia County Business Incubator. And it was fine. And now, the second year, we did it at the Volusia Room at the airport. It was well attended, and then continue. But one of the beauties about the Innovation Challenge and Dr. Kearns' initiative and his group is that in the audience, there are a lot of investors. So it's people from his network that I didn't know, and they're ready to invest in companies. So it's not only the $10,000 cash prize, but also the possibility to have an investor putting money into your business. Right. And that's the case of our last winner, this year Innovation Challenge winner, a Stetson student. He started the company right after he won the challenge, $10,000 plus the year at the incubator, and then 3 weeks later, he was pitching to investors. He's Connie, I don't know how to pitch to investors. They want to invest in my company. So investor wanted to just put money into his business. And then what should I do? Should I take this money? Should I take this group money? And we were like, no, you have to do this valuation. You have to say this. You have to say that. And that's how I was coaching. And finally, there was a group of investors that put like $180,000 into his business. And now he's growing like crazy. Now he's manufacturing here in Volusia County. And he's like 21-year-old.
Yeah, and his business is the clips for the fishing rods.
Yes.
And it's, I remember that innovation challenge, and it's really amazing to see these young college students that are so smart, and they have these ideas for a product, and sometimes it's because of the challenge that they're able to say, okay, I'm gonna try and pursue this by entering the challenge.
And that's the thing, the beauty of the challenges is that I always make this analogy, it's like when you are a basketball player. See, like I used to play basketball when I was in high school, professional. I'm so short. Anyway, so I remember we went to training, and then we went and compete, win in our league. Then we won in different competitions, and little by little we were going up to the top 10, top 5, top 3, winning. And that's how you become a professional, and that's how you become better. So what I think here, and that's why now we're doing programs with elementary school students and middle school, we're kind of teaching them how to pitch. So the idea here is to start teaching these little kids how to be entrepreneurs, how to start companies. So we have like last summer in our summer camp, we have 7-year-old kids pitching their ideas. And you cannot imagine their ideas were amazing, and the prize was candies, and they were like, I want to come here next year. So when you start kind of giving these kids this training, teaching them how to pitch, how to start business, how to think out of the box, how to make them feel like if you don't have a job, you can create your job, see? And now we have them at college level, and now they're winning money. And like, oh, I'm gonna just try to start up a company. So the kids end not only creating their jobs, but also creating jobs for the community.
Right.
And they're 21, and who knows, maybe in the future, we will have the next founder of Facebook or the next founder of Amazon. Who knows?
Right.
But we need to incentivize this movement of entrepreneurship and innovation all the time. We cannot stop. Yeah.
So what's next for the Innovation Challenge? You hold it every year. Do you know when the next one will be?
Yeah, the next one is going to be in February. We are currently accepting applications. So it's going to be again at the ATC, Daytona State College, and the following year is going to be in another location. We don't know yet. We want to try to kind of travel with the challenge to other universities so we can give opportunity to people to support it and be part of it.
So every year the challenge is held in February?
Yeah, we switch from April to February because we want the kids to not only have an idea, but at least to have 6 months, 7 months kind of practicing the pitch, kind of improving the minimum viable product. We don't want like ideas that were born like a week before. We want something more mature. So that's why we put it in February. So we are very grateful that the universities are part of it. Now we feel like they want to go and compete. Faculty members from every university have been very supportive. They are coaching the kids. This is how you do it. Improve the technology, do this, do that. And then we have our business mentors helping them on the how to pitch to the investors. And of course, we have Dr. Kearns and his team helping them at the end, you know, on how to get the prize and get the money in.
So in addition to the services that you provide the clients, partnerships like the Innovation Challenge, you also have a number of programs that are offered to the community based out of the Incubator. Talk a little bit about those.
Okay, so we have, yes, programs that have been born because the need of skills for people. Like for instance, we have most of our clients are technology companies, and when they are growing, they need to hire like software developers, CNC machine operators, and it's very difficult for us to find that talent here in Volusia County. So what I decided in doing is like let's start teaching technology to little kids. So we have partnered with different schools, like elementary, middle schools, and then we deploy technology classes. So we have a tech club in one of the Catholic schools, Lourdes Academy, and that tech club has been almost for a year and a half. They support what we do. We also partnered with Father Lopez. During the summer, we do the tech camps over there at no charge. That's important. And now that's the coding classes. Then we partnered with the Career Source with Robin King, and we train some of the job seekers in how to do websites and how to do Maker Lab equipment, like 3D printers. So the idea was to train them on how the new technologies work. So we did that like a couple of years ago. Hopefully we will continue. So our workforce gets better in the new technologies. So we also have programs, of course, the Small Business Innovation Research Grants Training. We do it once a year. That's for researchers and faculty members to know how to apply for federal grants for research. So now we're partnering with the MICAPlex. So we split the cost of the person who teach the class. That's 2 days program. We just have started an international conference. It's all about how to do business in United States and how to export. So we're partnering with Team Volusia. So we do all the educational part. We like it because there is a lot of interest in companies to relocate here in the United States. And we have our regular programs like marketing seminars, business plans, business model. We do things for moms in the month of May. And we also do a lot of training in social media. And we have our meetups. We have once a month our technology meetup, in which we just invite speakers to talk about new trends.
And that the meetups are open to the public.
Yes, so most of our training events are free and open to the public. We never charge for our programs, it's always free. That's open to the public. We try to do once a year our local hack day. That's a hackathon for middle school students and high school students. That's kind of fun because we have people from the community partnering with little kids, and they develop a technology in 12 hours. So that's kind of neat to see, again, people trying to build the next thing. And during those 12 hours, we teach them how to work on a 3D printer, how to do a website, things that you don't normally learn for free. And we have a client showcase once a year. We might do this year in February because we were hectic busy. And that is a way for us to open the doors to the public and showcase all the companies that we have in the incubator. Usually those showcases are the best way for the clients to expose their technologies or their services. It's a little kind of mini expo for them.
Sure.
And it's fun, you know, they love it.
So for people who want to find out either more about the public programs that you offer, or if they are interested in becoming a client, how can they get more information?
So if they want to become a client, they can go to our website, www.incubator.ucf.edu, or they can call us at 386-872-3100. And if they want to find out more about our events, we have a Facebook page, is Volusia County Business Incubator, where we post all the events we have going on. And we have a website that is the Volusia Tech Hub, in which we show what we have under our tech initiatives.
All right, well, Connie Bernal, Site Manager for Volusia County Business Incubation Program, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
And thank you for joining us for this edition of Volusia Magazine, a public information television program brought to you by Volusia County Government.